Chapter 1. The boy from Virginia. George Washington's childhood was shaped by the hardships and promises of colonial Virginia. The Washington family were modest landowners, and George's father, Augustine, worked hard to maintain their estate, the Pope's Creek Plantation. George's early years were marked by the passing of his father when he was only 11 years old, leaving him to help his mother, Mary, care for his siblings. Though formal schooling was limited, George was an eager learner, with an affinity for mathematics and surveying, an interest that would later help shape his career. In 1749, at age 17, Washington became a surveyor for the Culpeper County, Virginia, and spent his days traversing the rough Appalachian landscape. This job not only taught him the intricacies of land mapping, but also gave him an appreciation for the wild beauty of the American frontier. It was during this period that Washington's character began to take shape. He compiled a book of rules of civility and decent behavior in company and conversation, which revealed his commitment to self-discipline and etiquette, values that would serve him throughout his life. Chapter 2. A Soldier's Path. Washington's journey into the military began in 1753 when he was appointed as a lieutenant colonel in the Virginia militia. Tensions between the British Crown and French forces over control of the Ohio Valley ignited what would become the French and Indian War, 1754 to 1763. George Washington was thrust into the crucible of war as a young officer, leading his men through harrowing encounters and enduring brutal winter campaigns. The war taught Washington many lessons: the importance of strategy, the value of partnerships, and the undeniable strength of leadership. He was wounded at the Battle of the Monongahela in 1755, an encounter that cemented his reputation as a fearless leader, capable of standing tall in the face of danger. By the war's end, Washington had risen to the rank of commander of the Virginia Regiment and had gained invaluable experience that would later serve him as commander-in-chief during the American Revolution. Chapter 3. The Call for Independence. Returning to Virginia after the war, Washington's life settled into a new rhythm. He married Martha Custis, a wealthy widow, in 1759 and became a prosperous plantation owner, managing his estate at Mount Vernon. However, his quiet years were soon interrupted as tensions between the colonies and the British Crown escalated. The Stamp Act, the Boston Massacre, and the intolerable acts inflamed the colonies, and Washington, like many of his contemporaries, became increasingly aware that compromise was no longer an option. In 1774, Washington attended the First Continental Congress in Philadelphia, where the delegates sought to unify against British oppression. Although not yet a revolutionary leader, Washington's presence was notable, and he spoke passionately about the importance of colonial unity. As tensions reached a boiling point, the colonies were pushed into open rebellion. Commander of the Continental Army in 1775, when the Revolutionary War began in earnest with battles at Lexington and Concord, Washington was chosen to lead the Continental Army, a decision that marked a pivotal moment in his life. The Continental Congress, recognizing his military experience and stature, put their trust in the man they called the indispensable man.